What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm going to be doing an update on MULN stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And finally, on today's video I will show you that probably this asset has a trend reversal that might bring a lot of profit in the near-term perspective. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you what potential news might be this type of catalyst. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here when this asset hit exactly 10 cents price point, and I've told you that somewhere near we have to have a trend reversal, and this trend reversal should unload the entire structure. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let me show you that this asset was in strong downtrend from the very beginning of February, and it lost more than 78% of its value during just a couple of months. Mind-blowing losses. But here, as you can see, I've told you that we didn't have any retracements, any major retracements, and somewhere at the 10 cents price point we have to have this type of price action. And unfortunately it wasn't the bounce out of the 10 cents as I predicted, but it was a bounce slightly below this range from the price point of around 9 cents. And from the lowest point we have about 31% of the movement to the upside, and from my entry point from the 10 cents price point we are potentially up for about 19%. So what should we expect next from the technical standpoint? I will show you in just several minutes. And for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. As I already mentioned, I don't like this company as the long-term holdings because, in my opinion, they are not a real manufacturer. They wanna be a real manufacturer and they pretend to be like this. And that is why, in my opinion, they will not deliver or they will not produce any vehicles in foreseeable future. And I have a lot of videos about this. But in general, we have more bearish sentiment, a lot of bearish sentiment, I have to say, in the news section directly related to MULN stock. And as I mentioned in my previous video, all of these negative articles were published in Investor Place. Another evidence that something is wrong and someone probably making an illusion that there is more and more bearish pressure and continuously increasing volume of bearish pressure on this asset. But I have to say that these articles are, in my opinion, 100% legit. And let me quote you just several bullets of this article that is titled "3 Reasons Why I Wouldn't Touch MULN Stock with a 10-foot pole. Don't get on board MULN Stock's relentless journey to zero." And the key bullets are following. Mullen Automotive will pay millions of dollars to settle a lawsuit with the China-based manufacturer. Moreover, Mullen lost credibility when it promised an order from a Fortune 500 company that never materialized. Investors should completely avoid Mullen stock as it might get booted from the Nasdaq exchange someday. And the second article is almost with the same sentiment. Mullen is in focus ahead of key March 31 deadline. And the bullet points are following. Mullen Automotive stated that it will begin delivering its Class 1 EV cargo vans to Randy Maron Isuzu LLC by March 31st. RMI placed a $200 million order for 6,000 vans last December. And I have to say that it is not true. They intend to buy up to 6,000 vans with up to $200 million in total. So, next one. MULN stock is down more than 65% year to date, and it is 100% true. So, we have a lot of bearish pressure on the stock, but from the technical standpoint, we have to see this retracement, and probably this retracement is happening right now. But every price action on the price chart has to have its spark, its initial spark in the news section. And in my opinion, this spark was the official Mullen Automotive Twitter account that 11 hours ago published this tweet with the short video how everybody like this Mullen 5, and it says fall in love with the 5, like everyone else who has experienced it. And here's some people who tries this vehicle on their tour in autumn of 2022 and who was excited about this car. And probably this was the reason of its spike to the upside. But on the other hand, we have another article that probably might be another core catalyst of this movement. And right here on Yahoo Finance, we can find this article that on March 28th, Mullen Automotive files lawsuit against Intersection Media Group DBA.LA and reporter for damages sustained from false article. And here's the statement. Mullen Automotive, an emerging electric vehicle manufacturer, filed a civil complaint for defamation in the Superior Court of Delaware today, alleging that on March 22, 2023, .LA published an article on its website authorized by David Schultz that contained false and defamatory statements regarding Mullen, including false and defamatory statements regarding the terms of a settlement agreement of a civil action. And let me show you this article in this website .LA, and it was published on March 22nd. Right here we have a lot of bold and severe allegations that the relationships in between Quantu, the Chinese company that was the producer of Dragonfly, and the Mullen Automotive are not so impressive. And they have to pay a lot of fines to Chinese company, but this statement is just a fraction if we compare it with the Hindenburg Research's short seller report, because right here you can find much more evidence that Mullen Automotive is not a real car manufacturer, and no one filed a lawsuit against Hindenburg Research. So it is a suspicious fact from the other side, and this means we have to be very cautious in the long-term perspective with Mullen. But in the short-term perspective, I still stand on my position that this asset might skyrocket in upcoming days, and probably this is the very beginning. But before we dive deep into the technical analysis, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, definitely this movement to the upside is quite massive. From its lowest point, as I already mentioned, it gained more than 32%. And this price action might have a trend continuation if we will see the support from the news section of the company, and if they will probably start their deliveries of Class 1 EV cargo van to Randy Marin Isuzu LLC. And if it happens, definitely the trend continuation will be massive. And if you want to try to catch this bounce to the upside, or you try to leave your long position with this asset, just patiently wait, because this bounce should be much higher. And as I already mentioned in my previous video, we might see this bounce to the ranges, and I have to adjust this tool first of all. And as you can see, we have strong confluence of this yellow line with the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement level, and it is 17.53 cents price point. And even to this point, we might have up to, let me show to you, depending on the entry point, let's assume that this is still 10 cents price point. I don't want to brag that I caught the entire bottom, but 10 cents was my call. It is 76.64%, and definitely 17.53 cents is not the highest point for this asset. It is just a previous all-time low for this asset that was set at the very beginning of December, and a lot of people have the position much with average price much higher of this point, but still it is just something in order to leave this trade, and probably we might see even more bullish pressure that will push it to 22.66 cents. It is not 100% guaranteed. Basically, it is not 100% guaranteed that we might hit even this price target, but this movement to the upside might be the beginning of its much higher price action. So I think from the technical standpoint, that's it for now. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys until next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in the this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants